The Minnesota Vikings had high hopes for former Georgia Bulldog safety Lewis Cine when they made him the number 32 overall selection in the first round, the 2022 NFL Draft. But things really didn't work out for the pride of Georgia, even though he certainly got after it in college. As a rookie with the Vikings, so he played in 3 games, 2 defensive snaps, 34 on special teams, 0 tackles, and unfortunately had that compound fracture of his leg over in London against the Saints. So sort of a lost rookie season, and a lot of Vikings fans are already calling him a bust and blah, 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 and everything like that. It's like, oh, he couldn't beat out Cam Beasley in training camp. Oh, he couldn't do this, he couldn't do that. Well, there's a myriad of reasons. Well, first off, it feels like we're in such a microwave society where fans are just like, hey, if a rookie is not a first-team All-Pro right out the gate, he's a bust. Time to move on, which is kind of ridiculous, frankly. But I'm certainly not ready to give up on Lewis Cine. And also, you can chalk up his training camp to a number of injuries. Like, he wasn't able to get as many snaps in as most of the rookies. Didn't have a chance to impress as much. Was behind the 8 ball. And also, remember, like, Harrison Smith looked good. Cameron Bynum looked pretty damn good in training camp. So I ain't holding that against him, man. And Lewis Cine is recovering from his broken leg, getting back after it. And I do think that 2023 is going to be comeback season, revenge season, proving all the haters and the losers wrong season. He's going to get after him, man. So also, let's remember why we love this kid. So absolute physical freak, 4-star recruit from Cedar Hill, Texas, 2-year starter for the Bulldogs. Junior year racked up 73 tackles, 2 tackles for loss, a pick, as well as 9 passes broken up, 81.6 PFF grade, first team all SEC, won the Natty with the Dogs, first of 2 straight, as well as was college football national championship defensive MVP. And so at 32, great value, the Vikings trading down, and a lot of Vikings fans are holding against Cine where the Vikings trade down from 12 to 32 with the Lions, and they could have had Kyle Hamilton at 12. Kyle Hamilton had a phenomenal rookie year, but it sort of is what it is. It ain't Lewis Cine's fault. It ain't. I mean, if you want to blame anyone, blame Kwesi. But like we said, Lewis Cine tested amazing. 4.37 40, 11 foot in the broad jump, just an absolute physical freak. And his scouting report is from Lance Zierlein, NFL.com. Funny as NFL comp was Anthony Harris. Cine plays with a willing aggressiveness that fit in with Georgia's talented top stop unit. He plays with an urgent downhill approach, which leads to memorable collisions, but he's not always under control in getting there. He doesn't have desired mass and stopping power for his style of play, but the work gets done. Cine lacks range and instincts to play over the top and is better suited to split safety and down safety alignments. He can handle man coverage underneath, but doesn't have the hips to swing and sway with talented receivers down the field, which safeties do. Cine has future starting potential as a zero-flinch safety, but has limitations for defenses to consider. And overall, we didn't really get a good look at Lewis Cine as a rookie, but, I mean, I still have fantastic high hopes for Lewis Cine. And the Vikings, TBD what happens with Harrison Smith. Does he rework his contract? Does he take a pay cut? Do they trade him? Do they cut him? I don't know. Like, the future with Harrison Smith is certainly up in the air. Cameron Bynum, who looked very good at the start of the season, sort of waned and was a big reason why the Vikings had a number of issues in the secondary. I mean, Bynum was responsible for 7-8 touchdowns in coverage, and it was rough overall. Josh Metellus, our guy, team captain, top-tier special teamer. Is he ready to compete for a starting job? Potentially. Theo Jackson played some good special teams as a mid-season signee. And then Lewis Cine comes in, and yeah, he's going to have to compete, but he's a first-round pick for a reason. He has that talent for a reason. And also, he's got that chip on his shoulder. He's revved up, ready to go. And he does have that energy. He does have that attitude. He does play with a chip that the Vikings certainly need as they look to rebuild this defense. And we've already said that the 2022 class, I mean, you're basically getting 5 rookies on defense. You get Lewis Cine, Booth Jr. back from injury, Asamoah, hopefully he gets the time of day if they move on from Kendricks and Jordan Hicks, and then to Caleb Evans, hopefully he's good to go from his 3 concussions, showed some flashes as a rookie, as well as Otamowo. So you're basically just getting 5 draft picks on defense that didn't really make an impact at the rookie season, basically had a redshirt year. And Lewis Cine is going to lead the way. So I'm not ready to give up on 6. I think that Lewis Cine is going to have a fantastic career here with the Vikings. I mean, because remember, like, Chad Greenway 2006 first-round pick, linebacker out of Iowa, tore his ACL in his first preseason game. He turned out pretty okay. So, again, stop with this nonsense of calling him a bust. He literally got injured, right? So give the kid a chance. Let 2023 be the start of his career, and I think he's going to get after, man. I think fans are really going to love what Lewis Cine brings to the team in the next couple years. But your thoughts are thoughts. Lewis Cine Revenge Tour is on. It's on again, man. Let us know your thoughts and our thoughts in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Want to support the work? Put a little something in the Venmo. But till next time, Skull Production Value.